Welcome to the Game Master platform. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm really excited to walk you through the starter campaign called The Forgotten Harvest. The purpose of this campaign is really to do two things. To give you an idea of how to use the platform, it gives you a structured campaign that is ready to play right now. The second thing is I want to give you a short overview of what this campaign is all about. So when you first log in, you're going to see the starter campaign up front. You're going to see a single session that aggregates all the work that's been done. So you're going to have about 8 encounters. There'll be around 30 assets. There's going to be 5 player characters, and there will be 1 session. This session is ready to play. What you need to do is I've built 5 characters. You need to take the time to invite different people to play these characters. The system will send them an invite. They can log in, they'll see the player's page, and each one has pre-built backgrounds and a story with them. So that way they can go and they can come up to speed on the characters they're playing. Now let's go through the actual story from a GM's perspective. Now, if you are a player, you'll probably want to stop listening to the video right now because I'm going to start to give away some of the story that you will discover as your GM runs you through this adventure. So real quick, this is called The Forgotten Harvest. It's a short adventure that's designed for 3 to 5 players. It'll take them from first level to third level. Basically, the tale unfolds in a town called Elara's Hope. It's a village that has long thrived on the bounty of its harvest, but now faces a ruinous blight. Part of the big challenge for the PCs is to see if they can discover where the blight is coming from, solve the mysteries, and return healthy harvests back to the town of Elara. So here you will get an overview of what it is, the main catalyst for a quest. Each player has a reason to be coming to the town, and everything's going to start with them together walking into the town of Elara. The story will unfold in 3 parts. I'm not going to go into extreme detail on each part, but I want to give you, the GM, an overview of how the story unfolds. In the first part, the goals are pretty much for the PCs to understand that there's a blight. They need to find out that the blight is magical, and then they need through having conversations with a handful of NPCs, as well as exploring through the town. The second part, once the PCs understand that, okay, this is a magical blight, I need to figure out how do I stop it. And there's 2 choices. One, they can reinstate an old ritual called the Ritual of the First Fruits, where they need to find an urn, the Urn of Plenty, and they run this ritual in the center of town, and when they complete the ritual, it fulfills the need for the deity, which then will save the town. The second option is they can choose to stand up against the deity. They can destroy the urn, and they can go the other route and slay some of the undead, in which case this direction will also free the town. So basically, in the middle part, there is some time where they discover the church, the catacombs, the old fallen priest that is now a blight priest, and there's some old books and a map that they will discover in the catacombs to take them to the ruins, where in the ruins is where the urn is stored. And the deity behind all this actually isn't a deity, it's a mind flayer. And the mind flayer basically has people go through this process of gathering the urn, and through the process of gathering the urn, it draws a little bit of power from the people that go through the ritual to find the urn. And they lose wisdom or intelligence when they get the urn. Lastly, there's really 3 possible outcomes for this campaign. The first is the obvious: PCs can die or retreat. The second, they can complete the ritual of the first fruits. Each PC who completes this, just by the act of doing it, will lose 1 intelligent point. They wake up back in Elara's Hope after they got the urn from the ruins, and the town will start to return to normal over the next 24 hours. They saved the day. However, they left a little bit of themselves behind with that. Lastly, they can choose just to destroy everything in the ruins and the specters that will come out. This will be a pretty hard battle, and they may not survive it, but it is an option. So these 2 options, they will save the day, and at the end of the day, when they complete it, they'll get a little bit of money. They will get some recognition. They can even be given a small house at the edge of town to consider as a home base. And then going forward, they will drink from free at the local inn. So this is kind of the journey of the Forgotten Harvest. Within the encounter, within the campaign, there's a total of 8 different encounters and a handful of random encounters. So here, this is the module called Elara's Hope. There's a quick overview. You can see the encounters that have been added here, so 1 through 8, plus a couple random encounters. This is what you'll play through. Now the question that you have might be, how do I play through this? What do you mean I play through it? So what happens is you can go to a session. And in this session, this is the edit view of the session. We're playing this module, and we're starting at location 1. Here I've added the player characters who will be participating in the session. I've added important game assets for the GM. I've added all of the encounters and the random encounters. What I need you to do is you'll want to read a quick overview. How does this start? What's the flow of the campaign? You'll want to we can create a strong start where you write the very beginning. What's going to happen in the first minutes of the opening scene? I've prepared that for you in the first encounter. If you want, you can use that one, or you can create your own. The purpose of this strong start section is for you, the GM, to get your story on what's going to happen in the opening scenes of the encounter. The rule of cool is simple too. It simply asks the question, complete this sentence. For each player, wouldn't it be cool if player X got to do this in this session? So what it does is this forces you to think about the different people that are playing in your campaign. What type of characters do they want to play? What do they want to accomplish? What's going to make them, get them excited about the campaign? This is where you just put some notes about that. So once you've thought through that, you come and you've scheduled your date on the day you're playing, and then you hit play. Everyone's around the table. Each player character will be logged in, and they'll see their character sheet. In essence, it's not a full sheet; it's an overview, and then you can pivot through the different locations. So here, I give you on the first encounter, I give you opening. I give you what they're gonna see right off the bat. Walk you through. You want to open the encounter maps. So here's the maps. We're starting at 1, and then work you through. You can make sure you read the history of Elara's Hope on what's happening, which is here in the assets. So you'll find some of the history of Elara's Hope, and then as they work their way from encounter 1 or location 1 to location 2 to location 3, all of these are built right here. Location 1, here's location 2, location 3, and depending on where the PCs want to go and what they want to accomplish, you can simply pivot between the locations, and then play out the story as the game progresses. A couple important things to note. Here on the right are all your rules. So if you want, you can add different rules on what you need to do, so that way you have them at your fingertips. This is completely editable by you, so that way you can add different things. And lastly, you have the AI here. This AI will show you all previous conversations you've had with it. So if I want to look at the blight priest, I have that. I could actually chat with the blight priest. I can react to it. So this is all at my fingertips. So think of this as a digital game master screen that's AI enabled on your story. Anyways, I'm really excited to have you take a look at the platform. I hope you enjoy playing Elara's Hope. Spend a little time with it. And when you start your session, you just click start. When you end it, you click end, and the system will keep track of it all for you. And then that's it. Enjoy, and we'll see you in the next recording.